Hey guys, so I'm just going to be making southern style spaghetti. So we're just going to start with some vegetable oil. Make sure it coats the pan. Then of course we're going to need some onions, our basic blend, onions, bell pepper, and yellow peppers. Place them in here. My grease is a little bit too high. And then also too, I'm going to just use some minced garlic. You can do fresh garlic. I'm being lazy today, so I just want to use this. I love garlic, so I use a lot of garlic. Just gonna make some meat sauce first. This is gonna be for the sauce. I wanna put a little bit more. I'm just using this chopped peppers and onions blend. It's frozen, you could do fresh. I didn't have fresh, so I just used frozen ones. And we're just gonna make sure that they get to the texture that I like them to be, and then you don't need to like overcook them because they're gonna be marinating in the sauce as well. This is just some corn on the cob that I'm cooking up. Put some seasoning in it, some butter, a little bit of milk, and the season. So I'm just gonna let the corn on the cob boil. Then the next thing we are going to do is I'm going to add the beef bouillon. I placed it in room temperature water and I mixed it. I'm gonna pour that in there. This is more of how I cook meat sauce or southern style meat sauce. So, and then I want to put, of course, we're going to put some tomato paste in there. Oh shit. My current is going over, y'all. I'm not gonna place the top over there. Okay. Then we're going to also put some diced tomatoes. I think this is a little bit too liquidy for me, so I'm going to strain the tomatoes. have diced tomatoes. Just gonna place them into the sauce. Then over here, and I'm going to start browning the ground beef. Extra virgin olive oil. Make sure it coats the pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brown the ground beef. Y'all, I want y'all to see this. Look at my season drawer. I love it. So I'm going to use Italian season and parsley here. But I love it, y'all. We're going to put a good amount of Italian season, so I'm going to open it and then also I like to put a salad blend in it, in my spaghetti meat sauce. With this ground beef, I don't really think I'm gonna use all of it on with the meat sauce. So to be honest, you know what, I will. I'm gonna add the mushrooms since they are raw mushrooms. You can chop them finely, however you like your mushrooms chopped, you can do that. But I'm just gonna add the mushrooms like they are. Marinated mushrooms do taste a lot better in this sauce. It all depends on like what you want to do. You can buy marinated mushrooms, or you could just do whichever type of mushrooms you like to add to your meat sauce. I'm just gonna let all the ingredients mingle and marinate. I'm gonna ground this ground beef real quick. When I cook, I really don't like to add salt to my ingredients because I feel like everything I cook with contains a lot of salt. So I will just taste it at the end, and if salt needs to be added, I'll add a little, but I don't like to add extra salt to things because I feel like it already contains it. There's just the corn on the cob. First, we're going to add just some Tony Cajun seasoning. And of course, when I cook according to how I and my household like it. So if you like extra of this and that, then go ahead, add it to it. But I cook according to how I like to eat. When it comes to cooking, to me, cooking is like chemistry. You add all these components together to complete a masterpiece or to come up with good results. So it's chemistry. So I love to cook. When you do cook, it's all about time and patience. Your love is shown through your food. And in order for that, you have to have time and patience. Actually gonna place the top on this. Also too, in a little while, I'm gonna add some sugar as well. Sometimes a lot of times I like to just eyeball it. Sugar helps cut the acidic or the acid that comes in the tomatoes. I've just added some beef bouillon, or beef, bouillon flavor to the spaghetti meat. I like to cook spaghetti because, as we know, as the more that this sits in the refrigerator and the longer all the ingredients mingle and marinate, the flavor comes stronger and it tastes better. So this is a meal I'm cooking today, but it's going to be lunch for my fiance. So he'll have it. One thing I've noticed, my fiance doesn't like to eat leftovers, but I constantly push it on him because I'm the kind of cook, I haven't mastered cooking for 1 or 2 people. So as you see, this can feed a family. So until I master cooking just for 1 or 2 people and cut the quantity down, then he's just gonna have to deal with eating leftovers. And I'm old school. I feel like if I'm cooking, like if you're not in the kitchen cooking, then don't complain about what's being cooked. So I'm that old school type of person where you have to eat what the cooker's cooking. Right now we have the ground beef, just going to place it in there. And of course, if you have little kids, you can always chop the vegetables finely or mince them in a food processor or a blender. If you have like a Vitamix blender. Also too, so that can kind of hide the vegetables. But me, it doesn't matter for us. So that's why I'm not gonna waste time chopping the mushrooms and the bell peppers and the onions finely. So that's it for our meat sauce. Of course, you know how to boil noodles. For your noodles, you can do any type of noodles are good with this. Or you can do the traditional spaghetti noodles that are good as well. I'm not really going to go into that process because as we all know, we know how to boil noodles. I just want to taste my sauce and make sure. Okay, it's good. It's to my liking. I love the flavor that y'all adding this salad supreme in your meat sauce, and then also it changes the flavor. And then also if you do marinated mushrooms, it does change the flavor, and it has a southern taste to it. It's really good. I'm just gonna let this cook, simmer some more, and of course boil my noodles and enjoy. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great day. Take care.